me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but
We have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. 5-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On the carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The ball carried by 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tiger. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
McCormick now on first down. Steps away to his left. That one is caught by Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
complete to Mike Williams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything. But
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, Berrios down to the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Broken tackle, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Braxton Berrios with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball
nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Texans.
Kaepernick now to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now he's Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Jason.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 23-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. He's airing it out for Williams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Braxton Berrios, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts just continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
4th down.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he left.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Watch the screen. Hey, lady! Screen. Mark 55. Mark 55. Right here.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 29.
Play action. It's gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jared Goff, 29 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Let's go deep.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4. Stidham going back to the air. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They will go for it. Stidham. He uncorks it for Snead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here I come.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, check right. Watch it, watch the run.
Here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. 30. 10.
Making it happen.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
49.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes is only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Kaepernick going to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stidham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Jake Elliott on.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. On 3rd down here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken at about the 36. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Texans.
This is Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Stidham on 2nd down. Stidham hit and he lost it.
The pass.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Thomas barreling ahead on the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's complete to Golden Tate, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Texans.
Kaepernick now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
There by Earl Thomas.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 79 Broncos.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Number 14, incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put